Hi everyone and welcome to Get Indie Gaming. Today we're going to cover the top 5 best looking indie games launching this August. Overall it's a compelling month release wise and we're pretty excited in getting our hands on the games featured within this video. As we do each month, before we head into the main countdown, let's take a while to showcase a handful of games that didn't quite make it. Our August honourable mentions. First up, we have The Shrouded Isle from Kit Fox Games, which launched on the PC August 4th. Here we have a Lovecraftian cult village manager sim with beautifully crafted monochrome art stylings. You take the role as the High Priest, who is mayor of a secluded island village that's home to 5 families vying for power. In Aztez, you expand and maintain the Aztec Empire through turn-based strategy while managing violent outbreaks via real-time beat-em-up sequences. Each game is unique, different events will occur, different challenges will emerge and different spoils will be taken each time you play. Aztez is out now on the PC with PlayStation 4, X1 and possibly Switch variants coming later in the year. The Wolf's Bite is a 1 vs 1 choose-your-own adventure game with an entrepreneur fairy tale twist. Inspired by stories such as The Three Little Pigs and other fairy stupid tales, the game revolves around thwarting the other player while ensuring your business thrives. Be a professional chef or a vengeful saboteur. The competition is launching on the PC August 21st. Sequel to the indie hit of 2014, Nidhogg 2 builds upon the award-winning gameplay and artistry of its predecessor with new weapons and new levels to master. Landing on the PC and PlayStation 4 this August 15th, the rules are simple. Reach the other side and kill anyone that stands in your way. Announced last October, Mouldy Tooth and Team 17's Jailbreaker sequel The Escapists 2 is due to launch on August 22nd. This one's coming to the PC and all the main consoles, including the Switch. The game comes with 10 uniquely themed prisons, including one that's set on a moving train. The title can be tackled in both solo or multiplayer, online and in local co-op and versus modes with support for up to 4 players. With a full launch late August on the PC and X1, Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game with the premise of you sneaking into your neighbor's house to figure out what he's hiding in the basement. The game's said to feature advanced AI that learns from your actions and changes the gameplay accordingly. Rather sneaky. Making its way out of nearly 3 years in early access, The Long Dark launched in full the first day of August. Here we have a thoughtful, exploration, survival experience that challenges solo players to think for themselves as they explore an expansive, frozen Canadian wilderness in the aftermath of a geomagnetic disaster. With The Long Dark, the last of August's honourable mentions, it's almost time to present what we feel are this month's top 5 best-looking indie titles. As an aside, we've decided not to cover the rumoured No Man's Sky relaunch, which may very well see an update over the next few days. There's plenty other coverage on this with links in the description below. So, on to this month's leading titles. 1 or 2 of them may raise an eyebrow in regards to their indie heritage, although as ever here on Get Indie Gaming we focus on the team behind the title rather than the publisher. Yes, we acknowledge this can be controversial, although for us, that's our line in the sand.
I'm headed in.
Welcome aboard.
Already out by the time this video airs, Tacoma, this month's number 5, comes from the team at Fulbright, who many of you will remember brought us the delightful Gone Home. Tacoma is a narrative-driven title that's built upon the foundations of exploration, both in terms of the gaming environment, but also its characters. Tacoma is set aboard a space station of the same name in the not-too-distant future. It features Amy Ferrier, a contractor investigating the vanishing of the station's crew. On this task she has some help, an AI called Odin and an augmented reality computer system that offers Amy access to the crew's personal files and colour-coded 3D wireframe-like recordings of conversations and interactions with others. These recordings can be looped, allowing you to reframe past events from your own perspective. Often these recordings take place over a multiple number of rooms. In order to splice the scene together, you need to pause and rewind the clips on multiple occasions as you follow different characters through the given gaming segment. Overall, Tacoma feels engaging, with a compelling storyline and a pace that offers a gameplay time of around 3 hours. It's smart and at times powerful, another success story from the team at Fulbright. Before the Storm is a prequel to the Smash 2015's Life is Strange. Once again, it's set within Arcadia Bay 3 years previously and follows Chloe Price. It's 2 years since the death of her father, and her best friend Max, the lead character in the original, has recently moved away from the area. On the face of things, the play style of Before the Storm is that of the original. Navigate to various locations, interact with the people, and make choices that have short and longer term consequences throughout this 3-part drama. The first of which hits the PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One this August 31st. Unlike the original, Before the Storm has removed the ability to stop and rewind time. This gave Max the ability to make changes and fix mistakes, a core concept that gave it a point of difference within the market. If you're into point-and-click puzzle adventures, Life is Strange Before the Storm should be on your radar. It's looking and feeling every bit as good as the original. The only question mark here is the lack of that rewind function which gave Life is Strange such a hook. And here's hoping its omission doesn't shift this prequel into something that's overtly too linear. Taking the first step on the podium in August, we welcome Absolver from the Parisian-based Slowclap, and due to be released this August 29th on the PlayStation 4 and the PC. What we appear to have here is a unique looking and playing fighting game that de-emphasises the character and places the weight of the gameplay onto the fighting mechanics. This melee RPG title will allow players to customise every possible aspect of their character's playstyle via what the devs are calling an in-game meditation system. At its heart, Absolver is an online multiplayer action narrative. Once other players are encountered, you can choose to ignore them, partner them, or fight them. Players are said to be matched by ability, which will be key in keeping things fair. On the face of things, Absolver certainly looks an interesting offering. Simple perhaps enough to satisfy button mashers on one level, but also having enough depth for those that wish to go a little bit deeper. This could be one of the surprises of the year.
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control. A way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies.
Described by the developers Ninja Theory as an independent with AAA qualities, taking second place for August we have Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. This pops onto PCs and the PlayStation 4 this August 8th. What we have here is a hack and slash game that's based on Celtic and Norse mythology. This stunning-looking title focuses on the story of a warrior named Senua, who experienced a harrowing attack by Vikings and was traumatized thereafter with psychosis, depression, and hallucinations. In the game, players follow Senua as she ventures into a vision of hell that is the manifestation of her own mental illness to reclaim the soul of her dead lover. Gameplay-wise, it seems from the trailers we're looking at something from the Dark Souls school of thought. You're fighting big enemies with formidable attacks when the opportunity to do so opens. From their previous efforts, Ninja Theory know how to make a great melee combat game, so the quality here should be a given. It will, however, be interesting to see how the game treats Senua's mental health problems. Will it afford a level of depth and maturity in its coverage and avoid the usual stereotypes? If this one's a success, the developers have hinted this could come to the Xbox One and also be the first of a possible new franchise. Taking the gold for August, the last day of June, comes from Over Sonico and 505 Games. It's an interactive experience for the PC and PlayStation 4 that follows a widower called Carl going through a journey to try and prevent the tragic car accident that took the life of June, his wife. When June was alive, she was a passionate artist with a home studio, and paintings of their neighbours still sit there on easels. After her death, Carl discovers these paintings can act as a doorway, enabling him to travel to the past, back to the day of the accident, and he uses this to try and change what happened to June. There is, however, a slight drawback to this. Carl is only able to experience the day his wife died through the eyes of the person depicted within the painting. There are 4 characters he can see events through: a young boy, a middle-aged woman, an old man, and a keen hunter. The task of the game is therefore to change the course of these 4 people's lives so the crash and June's death is avoided. The game's look and feel is inspired by the animated music video for the songwriter and guitarist Steven Wilson's Drive Home, with the game based upon the story and emotion the writer felt from that song and music video. The Last Day of June looks like a game that wants you to feel its storylines and not just simply interact with it. We're most certainly excited about playing this when it launches on the last day of the month. And that's all we've got time for today. Many thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the video and the games we featured for August. Please let us know your thoughts down below, and if you haven't done so already, why not click on the like button and perhaps even subscribe to the channel. Please be sure to come back soon for more videos.